Hi, it's Ed Kramer, and welcome to my CGI History channel. We've been looking at various contributors to a show I co-curated for the local New York Siggraph chapter way back in 1986. So over the past couple of months, we've peeked in on a number of companies who contributed pioneering CGI work to this show, but none of those companies had either the longevity or the ongoing financial success as our final contributor to this show, Pacific Data Images, PDI. Carl Rosendahl graduated Stanford with an electrical engineering degree in 1979, and he wanted to use his technical expertise in the entertainment field. So he started PDI in 1980 with a $25,000 loan from his dad and set up shop in his father's garage in Sunnyvale, California. The company's stated goal was to create, quote, entertainment using 3D computer animation, end quote. Richard Chung joined in 1981 and Glenn Entis in 1982, and Richard and Glenn, with help from Carl, wrote the software that was really to be the backbone of the company for more than the next 20 years. They started work on the software in late 1981, and on March 12th, 1982, they rendered their first 3D image, a 4x4x4 grid of colored spheres, which were calculated without polygons. They were implicit surfaces, and they were perfectly anti-aliased, which means they didn't have any jagged edges around the outer contours at all. So it was rendered using an ancient DEC PDP 1144 with 128K of memory with a 20 megabyte disk. It was hooked up to a $65,000 Dianza frame buffer, and the rendered image was just 512 by 480 pixels with 8 bits allocated for the red, green, and blue channels. One of Richard's later historical PowerPoint presentations is actually available online if you want to look up that original image they rendered. Sorry if that got a little too techy for some of you. In 1985, the year before this Siggraph show, they moved to their first real offices in Sunnyvale and had a staff of around 20. Their first client was Globo Television of Brazil. And once they entered the TV flying logo market, they started working with the Harry Marks creative agency. And in the late 1980s, PDI was working concurrently on animations for ABC, CBS, NBC, HBO, Cinemax, MTV, VH1, TNT, 9 Network Australia, Sky One, and Showtime. PDI actually sent us enough material for 3 or 4 more YouTube episodes, so we'll see you guys next week with more about Pacific Data Images. Bye.